Hello, 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 you guys. All right, I am back with another beautiful Black businesswoman that we are featuring today. I am so excited to introduce you to Jennifer Benton. Now, Jennifer is more than just a marketing expert. She's a survivor, an innovator, and a leader in the digital space. As the founder of Jenetic Marketing Group, she has helped countless businesses and ministries leverage social media and live streaming to connect with their audience. Her journey, marked by resilience and boldness, is an inspiration for any entrepreneur looking to carve their own path. And without further ado, I'd love to bring Jennifer to the stage and introduce her to you guys. Hello, Jennifer.
Hey, Cammy, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, excited about being here with you.
Listen, I'm excited to have you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview with us. We're going to jump right in. So my first question to you is, what inspired you to start Jenetic Marketing Group, and how did your personal journey shape your business?
Oh, that's a good question. What prompted me to start Genetic was being a mother working in healthcare. And I had moved to Atlanta from Ohio after leaving an abusive relationship. And I found that it was hard to manage life, my kids, and a work schedule that wanted me to be at work anywhere from 12 hours a day to, early mornings to late evenings. And so I thought about it and was like, what do I want to do outside of medical stuff? And I love social media. And that was back in 2014 when social media was really starting to pick up and there was the introduction of Instagram and whatnot. And so I started with my church. I was at New Birth and they needed somebody to run the Instagram. And so I volunteered. And from there, people were like, I like what you do. I like how you represent the ministry and whatnot. And I said to myself, maybe I can make this into a business. I come from a family of entrepreneurs and business owners. So it's already in my blood. And I took the leap, and here I am.
I love that. Now, what was one of the most difficult obstacles that you faced when launching your business, and how did you push through it?
Whew. At the very, very beginning, um, went to work, and my condo got broken into. And they
Mm.
didn't steal nothing else but my laptop. They didn't steal the flat screen TV. They didn't steal anything. And I said, Lord, what in the world is this? They took the one thing that I needed
They
to
could
start.
have taken the TV as opposed to the laptop.
Yeah, they could have took a whole bunch of other stuff. They just took my laptop and they made sure they took the cord with it too. I was like, oh, they were very intentional.
Okay, they came just for the laptop. It must have been something good on that laptop.
Right. They needed the money.
Mm.
So imagine coming home from work and your door's standing open and you're like, oh my God, my apartment's robbed, my condo's robbed. And then you walk in, everything is in place except for the one thing that you need. So, I got real discouraged. And I remember calling my mom crying, like, Mom, I'm supposed to start my business. I was going to start out doing graphics and then learn marketing and progress into that. And so my mom, she was just like, don't worry about it. Tell me what you need. In fact, I'll give you my credit card and you go and buy what you need so that you can start this business. I don't want you to give up. So my mother really saved Genetic in its early stages, and I give her a lot of credit for what I'm doing now.
Now, my next question to you is about your mother. Your mother played a huge role in your entrepreneurial journey. What's the most important lesson that she taught you?
So many lessons from mom, but what she taught me most importantly was determination. I
Mhm.
get my tenacity from her. If you interview anybody about me, they will tell you she's one of the people that does not give up. She's going to find a way and she's going to make it happen come hell or high water. And so I get that from my mom. You just can't give up.
Okay. Now, how has your background in healthcare sort of influenced your approach to digital marketing?
Oh, well, with healthcare, I got into that. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actress and on Broadway. And my family was like, girl, bye. They're very practical people. Everybody worked a regular job and then they did their entrepreneurial pursuits on the side. So I saw my grandmother be a janitor and a maid, and then she did hairdressing on the side. My grandfather, he worked in factories and was a handyman, and he had a barbershop in the house, and he did it out on the weekends. And so they were just like, you got to do something practical because, of course, in Black families, we're always thinking about survival. And so dreaming of being on Broadway was just really preposterous to them because they didn't have that opportunity. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is what drove me into healthcare because I was like, all right, I have to choose something practical. Then I like taking care of people. And then, of course, I'm very big about studying the body. I love psychology. And that just kind of drew me in, my biology class. We started dissecting stuff. And I was like, oh, this is what a heart looks like and all kinds of stuff. So I took that route. I wasn't necessarily fulfilled in it, though. And what caused me to change paths, it was not an immediate change, but it was more gradual. And it started with a seed that was planted by a man that I call my medical godfather, Dr. Turner, in Columbus, Ohio. I was working in his office as his lab assistant. And me and him, we used to, chop it up between patients and whatnot. And one day he sat in my office and he said, you know what? I know you're going to school to be a doctor, but do you really want to spend 12 hours in the halls of a hospital every week and whatnot? He's like, I just see you as something bigger. You have a personality that can reach the world, and I think you should do something more than this. He's like, no, you're smart enough to be a doctor, but I really think that you should maybe move into like communications. Like you could be the next Oprah if you want to. And when he said that, it sparked something because as a little girl, I used to love to watch Oprah and
Yeah.
wanted to be like her. So I was like, all right, you said this, let me think about it. And so, I ended up kind of like moving away from the healthcare part, but I still love taking care of people. That's been the foundation of everything. Taking care of people, helping people out, being a helping hand. And so that heart that I had in healthcare and how I treated my patients with kindness and understanding still translates into what I do today.
I love that. I love it. Now, what are some of the biggest mistakes small businesses make in marketing? And in your opinion, how can they avoid those mistakes?
Uh, some of the biggest mistakes, well, one of them is putting marketing last.
Mm,
A lot of times businesses will, or, people will have ideas and they'll think, oh, this is a great idea to me, but they don't think about the marketability of it. So knowing who your audience is very
mhm.
important at the ground level because if you don't have an audience for your product or your service, then you're not going to make any sales. So
Yeah.
it all relies on really understanding who you're serving and also making sure that it's marketable.
Okay. Now, can you utilize live streaming quite a bit? Can you explain how live streaming has become a key part of your marketing strategies and what results have you seen from it?
Ooh, live streaming. So to me, live streaming is phenomenal.
Okay.
Been doing this since 2015. And getting into live streaming has been a game changer because it allows people to interact with you in real time. And you can touch so many people on live stream that you cannot touch physically. Because if you think about it, to do what we're doing right now, if we try to do it physically, we'd have to rent a space. And
Yep.
then an audience, we'd have to find a space that was big enough for the audience, make sure we had the budget to cover the space. But there's just so many different logistics that
It's
can
the people to work the room, the people to help with the digital part of it, the people that help with the camera work, all of the audio, all of that. That's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. And so what Livestream has done, it has taken all of those logistics out of the way and it
Mhm.
puts you right in front of your audience right then and there. So when you're feeling it in the moment, you can go and do it and get it done. That's what I love about Livestream. And I can touch people around the world. Like I don't have to go to Africa. I don't have to go to London. I can sit on my computer and I've actually done seminars with people in London
Mhm.
straight from home. And so I think that is revolutionary. I think that not enough people utilize it for the purposes that it could be utilized. When I do live stream in my strategies, I always explain it as this. This is a way for you to market yourself on your terms and control your narrative. So
Yes.
I just think that, people need to definitely give it a chance and utilize it for their business.
I love it. I'm a huge proponent, a huge cheerleader for live streaming. I'm always trying to get the business women that I speak to go live. Make sure you're talking to your audience because people need to know who you are. Yeah,
Yeah,
they need to know. They want to build that like, no, trust. And as we know in business, people don't really just buy products; they buy the person behind the products as well.
absolutely. And you don't have to be perfect to live
Yep,
stream.
yep.
Make
And
sure
you
the
don't
house.
have to have the perfect setting to live stream.
Make sure the room is clean.
Yeah,
Get it, good stuff, but still go live.
yeah. Listen, do it from and if you're not gonna be in a clean room, make sure the environment behind you and while you're on the camera looks, like it is decent. Please don't live stream from your kitchen where we can see all of the stuff that you got going on. Don't live stream from your bedroom, turn towards that pile of laundry that's in the corner. No. If you're gonna live stream from your bedroom, put yourself in front of a blank wall.
Keep it clean, keep it classy. But
Yeah.
more than likely, when people live stream, they find that their sales will go up. My work in marketing, I've worked with authors and I've worked with other entrepreneurs, and it's so amazing how like the day that they live stream, their sales went up. And I
Mhm.
show them that. I'm like, now see, you sold more books that day. You sold, more of your services that day. Why? Because people got a chance to experience your personality and
Yeah,
they liked you enough to buy from you right then and there. They felt it in the moment. And so you were able to benefit from it.
I love that. Now, as a Black woman in the marketing industry, what challenges have you faced and how have you navigated them?
Oh, Lord. The challenges have been quite interesting. I think the biggest ones for me have been um, being taken seriously
Mm-hmm.
because as women, a lot of times we're not um, quote unquote supposed to be in these spaces. This is more of a man's sport, especially when you're dealing with sales and technology. And so when I come in with sales knowledge and I come in with technological knowledge and I know how to use different software and I can recommend different methods that people wouldn't expect me to know,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, I guess you do know your stuff." Absolutely, because I study. So,
Okay.
yeah,
They should not be surprised at this point in life. Okay. When you see a Black woman and she talking to you about something, 9 times out of 10, she know that like the back of her hand. She not just rattling it off to you. And she can show you a certification or a degree to go with it.
yep. And so that is why um, when I do marketing, I always show up with my best foot forward, and I make sure that I document my successes and I learn from my failures. Because one of the things that we do, especially when you're younger and you're just moving, sometimes we fail to document and keep track of what we've
Yeah.
actually done well. So I
Yeah.
make sure I do that, and then when people start doubting me, I'm like, oh no, hold on, let me rip out my little sheet of paper.
Yeah.
I've done this, and this. And, sometimes you have to show people better than you tell them.
And you not only do you have to show people, but sometimes you just need to show yourself the things that you've accomplished already as well.
Yes, exactly.
Now, how do you manage the balance between being a business owner and a single mother?
A lot of prayer. Um, a lot of prayer. My girls are preteen and teenager.
That's a
And
lot of prayer.
that takes a lot of energy out of me. Um, but I try to make sure that I'm not giving so much of myself away to business, working. that I give my kids crumbs.
Okay.
So I try to prioritize quality time with them, especially being a single mother and not really having that relationship with their father. Sometimes you feel that pressure to be both parents.
Yeah.
So I talk to my children often and I let them know, like, okay, I'm one person to two people. And I've got to spread myself out in other areas. So I may not be able to get to everything that I want to get to with my kids, but I explain to them, like, you know what, it's in my heart to get there. We might not get there when you want it, but we will get there. So it's just a matter of prioritizing and also saying no. I've learned to say no or to say not right now. I need to focus. So if it's office hours, I set those. I used to not set office hours and be available. Oh, you can call me whenever you need. Mm-mm. I'm like Red from Five Heartbeats. My office hours are from
9 to 5.
and I miss that.
Listen, I think we all, when we get frustrated, I think we all quote the 5 heartbeats on that one. That's everybody's favorite line. Like, as a business owner, that's the first thing you think about. Read from the 5 heartbeats. My office hours are from 9 to 5. And then that's it. Okay. Now, what advice, or if you could give one piece of advice to someone, especially a young Black woman starting out in digital marketing, what would it be?
Learn all you can learn and practice. There's so many people that don't have the skill set, but they want the notoriety. And
Mm.
in the long run, you cannot negate process. Go through your processes, go through your learning, go through your apprenticeship, go through the doing stuff for free. And that's one thing that I learned. If you ever want to move into another lane of marketing, don't be afraid to offer it for free. Because you would be surprised at how many people will let you work on their stuff for free and then you are building your skill while you're also helping them
In your portfolio. Yep.
and portfolio. And so that's something that you can add to what you're doing and offer it to other people. So and you can expand your business that way. So that's one thing that I would tell any young Black woman that's looking to get into the digital space. Learn, learn, learn. You've got Coursera, you've got Udemy, you've got Skillshare, YouTube, all those different assets where you can learn from and practice.
Yes. YouTube University is where it's at. It's free of charge, and you can always watch a class and learn something from digital marketing to sewing. Yeah. So, where do you see Genetic Marketing Group in the next 5 years, and what legacy do you hope to leave to the world?
I see genetic marketing growing into a full-fledged creative firm. I love marketing and also love media. So I want us to get into more media production, podcasting, hopefully a TV show. Would love to do a daytime show and join those ranks of the greats in that realm, but also help a lot more businesses. I love working with my people. I'm a champion of Black businesses, so worked with a lot, helping people navigate, social media and whatnot. So I just want to do more of that and develop the best team ever. So that's where I see genetic in the next 5 years. And then the legacy that I want to leave is one where people feel inspired to really go for their dreams, no matter where they are in life, no matter if they have to start over from scratch. I want them to look at my story and see how I have not only started over, but I've learned to thrive and navigate hard times and never give up.
I love that. One of the things I teach is called thriving after trauma. So the fact that you said that, that just ties into exactly what it is that our message is to Black women. That's part of the reason I'm moving, is to show Black women that we no longer have to be in survival mode, and no matter what our level of income or what we have going on, I've noticed that Black women stay in fight or flight mode no matter how soft or comfortable their lives are. So I love that you said that.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to drop off the screen and it's just going to be you. And I'd love for you to tell people where they can find you, your social media, your website, how to get in touch with you, and all of that. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, how to get in touch with me? You can find me on my website at geneticmarketing.com and also on social media, Facebook at facebook.com/I am Janelle. And on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, Threads, also as at Janelle.
Awesome. And we have her website going across the bottom of the screen, you guys. So make sure you write it down and connect with her on all social media. And don't forget, not only is Jennifer going to be up on our digital platform, if you are subscribing to our print publication, she'll be featured in our March print publication as well. So, Jennifer, I just want to say thank you so very much for allowing us to highlight you and interview you on our platform. I am looking forward to working with you in the future and looking forward to the things that you have coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a great experience.
Likewise. Listen, you guys, um, Jennifer's story is very much like a lot of these Black business women that we are talking to on this platform. She is a testament to the power, resilience, creativity, and the staying true to your vision. Her work at Jenetic Marketing Group is transforming the way businesses approach digital marketing, making it more engaging and impactful. With her passion for innovation and dedication to helping businesses thrive, Jennifer continues to pave the way for future Black entrepreneurs in the marketing world. And we just want to say thank you again to Jennifer for being a part of this, and make sure you're looking out for her in the future. You guys have a great rest of your day.